Dudes, chicks, lads, ladettes, g'day legends, it's time for my 100 subscribers special. Jeez, triple digits, it's really amazing, and I want to thank each and every one of you. And I did promise a couple months ago that if I hit 100 subs on YouTube that I would do a Q&A. So in the past couple of months, I've asked a few times on my Instagram, blessed_Timtam, if you guys would like to ask me some questions.
For the sports channel, Gary.
So I've collected, I think, about 19 or so questions. So yeah, I'm just going to be working through them. It might be a bit scuffed, I don't know. This is actually my second time recording it, because the first time I recorded it, I kept coughing because I had a sore throat, so it wasn't that great. But here we are. It's very late. I actually hit 100 subscribers on the 4th of January, which was over a month ago, seeming as right now I'm recording it on the 17th of February. But yeah, we're just going to be heading through these questions. You guys get to know a bit more about me, and yeah, thank you guys for 100 subs. Let's get into the Q&A. So question 1 is, where are you from? A very simple question. I am from Melbourne, Australia. Question 2, are you a panda disguised as a hobo Santa, or are you a hobo Santa disguised as a panda? Well, I'm not too sure how to answer this. I'm just gonna let you guys decide. We'll just leave that in the comments section, whether you think I'm a panda disguised as a hobo Santa, or a hobo Santa disguised as a panda. Question 3 is, why do you have a panda head? Well, this is actually a bit of a story. So a couple years ago, I went to a friend's birthday party. Shout out my boy Jay Swizzle. And so it was he was going to drop me off at my house. So we were in the car with him, and he was unboxing his presents because the party had been it was in some random park. And so he was unwrapping his gifts because he was so excited about his party. And he unboxed one, and it was this big fluffy panda head. It was like for a panda costume, but except it was just the head. And I've seen them in like Target and places. Anyway, but yeah, and so I was like, yo, that's dope. And he looked disappointed, and I was confused because I thought he would have loved this. And I was like, yo, why don't you like it? And he's like, well, I do like it, but I've actually already got one at home. What am I going to do with 2 panda heads? And so I was just mucking around playing with it on my head, and he was like, hey, do you want to keep it? And I was like, sure. And so he didn't need to, so that's basically where I got it from. That's a little ornament piece that I have just chilling in my room. And yeah, so shout out my boy Jay Swizzle for that epic panda head. Question 4 is, what inspired you to make a YouTube channel? Okay, so honestly, I'm not too sure. It was quite some time ago, but I think it was when I was in year 7, I created a YouTube account just so I could subscribe to YouTubers and do that sort of thing. And then after a couple months of having my YouTube channel, I just sort of wondered what it would be like to try making YouTube videos. So at the time I was playing Castle Clash, which is similar to Clash of Clans in a sense. It was just a game on my laptop, and so I just used the inbuilt recording software on my laptop to record it. The mic audio was completely horrible, but the great thing about my channel is that I've never deleted a video. I've only ever privated them, so I've actually got all my videos that I've ever posted, which is sort of cool to just go through and see how I've sort of changed both as a person, as a player, and just like editing and that sort of stuff. But yeah, so I think it was just from watching people making Castle Clash videos, I was just like, let's try and make a video. And yeah, so now we're here with 100 subs. Question 5, what inspired the red thing you wear? By red thing, I'm assuming you mean my glorious beard. And that's also got a bit of a backstory to it. So a couple years ago, I was skiing with my family, and when you're up on the ski mountain, it's quite cold, and so a lot of people wear neck warmers. And so in the shops for ski gear, they have all sorts of things like beanies and different things. And I noticed this cool thing. It was beard, but it's actually neck warmer. So it's got this material that wraps around your whole neck, and then it's just got a beard on top of that that hangs down the front. And so I bought that, and it looks epic when you're skiing down the mountain with a fluffy red beard. But yeah, so that's where the beard's from. Question 6. What made you want to start a YouTube channel and to start streaming? Well, I already sort of talked a bit about how I wanted to sort of start my YouTube channel initially, back when I was at the start of high school. But what sort of made me want to start streaming? So recently, not this year, last year, 2019, in February. So, it's a year ago. Okay, I'm sort of working things out in my head as I'm going along to answer them. But yeah, so a year ago, I upgraded from laptop to PC. So I bought my first PC, and before that, I had just been using my school laptop to play games and also make videos, etc. So from that, I was like, well, I've got a PC, and it can actually run games and stream at the same time. So for a while, I'd been watching people like obviously Ninja and Tfue, but also Creator is a big streamer that I watch. So I'd already been watching some people, and I thought I'd give it a try. Initially, it was just sort of me chilling with myself, trying to work out how to stream, how all these new things sort of work out, and just working out streaming in general. But luckily I had a friend, Kanga, who obviously is a moderator for Fresh, so he was able to help me make some friends initially, and now I've got this lovely community of people on Twitch that I love to chat with. So yeah, that's how I sort of started streaming. Question 7 is pineapples on pizza. Honestly, I don't really like pineapples just by themselves, but I do think that pineapples on a pizza taste better than just pineapple on its own, but I would prefer a pizza without pineapples. My favorite pizza is probably the Aussie. So it's like a margarita, but it's got egg on it, or Napolitana, which is like a margarita, but it has olives on it. So yeah, I'm sort of basic with a bit of spice. Question 8. How do you balance school and YouTube? Well, to be honest with you guys, right now, I'm not balancing it very well at all. At the start of this year, my plan was obviously to upload less, but to actually improve the content. But right now, I'm finding it very hard to sort of find time to actually edit and post videos, since I've been mostly busy either recording or just I've mostly been doing schoolwork and then playing games just casually, not even on stream, just because it's only been like 30 minutes or so. But yeah, I do have some recordings I'm looking to edit, but I just haven't been in the mood lately. But yeah, so last year I was doing really well to balance school and YouTube, because usually I have about 2 hours before dinner and 2 hours after dinner where I sort of have my own free time to do homework, gaming, and all of that. So I was able to just get my schoolwork out of the way and then focus on whatever I wanted to focus on for the day. But yeah, back to your question. Currently, I'm not balancing school and YouTube at all. I'm hoping it will improve in the future so that I can actually start posting videos a lot more. Question 9 is pizza or spaghetti? I'd have to say pizza. While spaghetti is very good and you have a whole range of different types, I think pizza is something that I can just wake up in the morning and eat a cold pizza, like a pizza from the night before. Whereas spaghetti, once I've eaten it for dinner, I don't really wake up and feel like, oh yeah, I'll eat spaghetti, you know? So that's my logic. So yeah, I'd go pizza. The next question is from my boy Dingo, if you want to check him out. But question 10 is, will you do YouTube/streaming as a career towards adulthood? Okay, I think this is a bit of a serious topic, but yeah, I am planning on doing YouTube and streaming just sort of, I guess, as part-time sort of work as much as I can. So when I get out of school and go towards sort of adulthood, I'm going to be following a career in graphic design. So that's what I'm going to do uni. At the moment, I think I'm going to do sort of uni courses based around graphic design. And after uni, then I'll get a job in graphic design. But that is actually my plan B, because my plan A is to hopefully blow up on YouTube or streaming and be able to do that full time. That is my dream. So If I can, I will be doing YouTube and streaming as a full-time career. If I can't, I will still be persisting to upload, but obviously, yeah. So basically, I'm not giving up on YouTube or streaming. That's my plan currently. Question 11. What's your top 5 favorite games from the last decade? Okay, so these are all pretty mainstream, but I'd have to go, I think these are sort of in order. I'd have to go Fortnite, Brawlhalla, Minecraft, Overwatch, and Apex Legends. Apex Legends has just sort of snuck in there because in the last month or so, I've been playing it for the new season, and I've been really enjoying it. But yeah, an honorable mention would be Stick Fight the game, because that game is hella fun, and I haven't even played it that much. I've only played about 10-20 hours, but it is a very fun game, and I'm looking to maybe play with some friends and make a video on it in the future. We'll see how it goes. Question 12 is a bit more of a serious question again from my boy Kanga. Question 12 is, what's your long-term goal for YouTube and Twitch? Like I mentioned earlier, I am really hoping that I will be able to do either YouTube or Twitch as full time. I feel like they both complement each other just because they are sort of different in their own way. Twitch is going live, and so you're just streaming you playing the game, whereas YouTube is recording that gameplay and then bringing it down into a video where you can change it up and make it a bit more interesting. And so both of them have sort of different atmospheres with the audience, obviously, because Twitch is live and YouTube is just you're watching a recording. But yeah, I feel like if I blow up on Twitch, I can still make YouTube videos, and if I blow up on YouTube, I can still stream on Twitch. So hopefully I'll just blow up in one of them, and it'll be enough to just sort of head into that as my career sort of future. But yeah, that's my main long-term goal, is to just do well in either one of those. But I am sort of focusing more on YouTube. My Twitch is actually growing a lot faster than my YouTube, but I'm trying to put more effort into YouTube so that that'll hopefully grow at the same rate. That's my plan. Moving on to question 13. What's your favorite quote? Obviously there are a lot of good quotes in the world, but I think one of my favorite ones is from Juice WRLD, just in the sense that it's inspirational. He just said at the end of one of his concerts, he said, "You can do anything you put your mind to, as long as you work hard, give it your all, and don't listen to what anybody has got to say." And that just sort of helps inspire me to just push forward and stay motivated with YouTube and Twitch. Heyo, so as I was editing, I realized that there was actually sort of a runners-up sort of quote. So my second favorite quote is, "Life is like a sandwich. No matter which way you flip it, the bread comes first." And that's just straight facts. So back to the Q&A. So question 14 is, what's your favorite album of all time? I'm gonna have to go again with Juice WRLD here and say Goodbye and Good Riddance. It's actually the first album that I actually discovered Juice WRLD, and it is probably my favorite. While Death Race for Love is also a really good one, just Goodbye and Good Riddance really I just sat on for almost a whole year and just listened to all the songs over and over again. So far, favorite album of all time, Goodbye and Good Riddance by Juice WRLD. Rest in peace. Just before I move on to question 15, I just actually wanted to say I actually really like rap music, and I don't just say this as in, oh, I listen to it a lot. I really like it. I look into the lyrics. I know a whole bunch of stuff about different artists. I love listening to new people, finding out sort of underground rap artists, etc. So if you guys ever want to see videos of me, I don't know if I can do reacting to new albums since I haven't revealed my face yet, but just listening to music or talking about different music and stuff. If you have any sort of ideas around that sort of music-based content, leave it in the comments and we'll see what we can do. Question 15 is, what are your goals for 2020? Okay, so for YouTube, last year I doubled my subscribers, so I went from 50 to 100. So I'm thinking, let's just try and double it again. So I'm hoping I can get from 100 to 200. So that's gonna be my plan for 2020, is 200 subs on YouTube. And then for Twitch, this is extremely ambitious, but I'm I'm wanting 1,000 Twitch followers by the end of 2020. I have no clue if this is possible. I've definitely seen people get I've seen a lot of people get over 1,000 followers in a year, and they're not even that big. But so far I've got about 100, almost 130. So 1K. Let's see what we can do. Let's make it happen. I'm gonna try. Let's see how we go. And now on to question 16. How are you so cracked, big man? In Fortnite, I'm not bad. I'm pretty cracked, but I definitely say it comes down to practice. I was dog poop. Like last year, at the start of 2019, I was complete dog poop. And it was around halfway through 2019 that I actually started trying to improve. You can see the difference between my stats on the screen right now. But yeah, I just put in practice with aim training maps, edit training maps, building, in creative. I did a lot of 1v1s with Jordan, which also helped. We both sort of improved from doing 1v1s and also just playing a bunch. But yeah, so you don't have to spend any money on Kovacs or anything. I haven't. All I did was find different creative maps and grind it out. Question 17 is, are you going to play other games besides Overwatch, Fortnite, and Moshi Monsters? Okay, so Moshi Monsters was a one-time thing since it was closing down due to the Adobe Flash Player closing down as well. So I might be playing some more like Cool Math Styles type games on stream just because they are all sort of closing down. But yeah, generally I am looking to sort of being a bit more variety. I don't want to just sort of stick to a game and play it every single stream. I normally I used to do a bit of variety once every week, but now it'll probably be at least minimum once a month. I'll do something different, whether it's just going from Fortnite to Apex or Apex to Overwatch, or even just doing a just chatting stream, sitting, watching YouTube and chilling out with chat. Yeah, I do like to mix it up. So hopefully some new games will come out this year and they'll be good and I'll be able to stream them. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I am sort of switching it up right now with playing Fortnite and Apex. Question 18 is, who's the cutest streamer you've met on Fortnite? So far, the only streamer I've met that I actually knew was a streamer was like a 35-year-old dude. So I can't really say much here, but we'll see. 2020, your boy might find an e-girl streamer. We'll see. I am single, so we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Question 19 is, are you planning to do a setup tour? Okay, so this is from my boy Shadow, and he's actually asked quite a few times if I'll do a setup tour. I feel like I probably should have, seeming that my setup has changed a lot. It went from a laptop to a laptop with a monitor to a PC with my phone so I could read chat, and now I've got a second monitor. So it's definitely had a lot of changes, just with the overall sort of decorations as well. But yeah, I might do a setup tour in the future, but so far I'm not planning on doing it anytime soon. So in the next 6 months, very likely that it won't be happening. I phrase that very weirdly. In the next 6 months, it's not very likely that it will be happening. That also sounded weird. Let's just move on. Question 20. This is a pretty highly asked one. When are you going to do a proper face reveal? So obviously I stream, so a lot of people want me to use my webcam and show my face. I do have a webcam. I just don't like showing my face. I'm just really weird about it. Some people, like Mr. Fresh Asian, they really just don't like streaming with their face cam. For other people, they love using their face cam, and sometimes it's like the main attraction of their stream. But for me, I haven't really tried using my face cam yet, but I'm assuming when I do my face reveal, I'm hoping it'll be big. So it could be something like 1 or 2K YouTube subs, but I'm assuming that once I actually reveal my face, I won't actually be using it in videos, unless I get comfortable, but we'll see where that goes as well. Okay, so that wraps it up, guys. That's my 20 question Q&A yeah, that was it. Thank you so much for 100 subs. I was planning on doing, if you guys have seen the Billie Eilish interview from Vanity Fair. Basically, they gave her an interview. Then the next year, on the same day, they gave her another interview, and they just keep doing it every year. And so they just compare the different interviews and see how much she's changed, etc., etc. I was planning on recording something like that, but I sort of had I ran out of time, and now I'm doing my 100 sub Q&A. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing that Billie Eilish Vanity Fair interview type thing around October, because that's when I actually started my channel. But yeah, so look out for that in the future. Leave a comment if you actually want to see that, because I think it'll be interesting. I think the first year it'll sort of be weird because, you know, it's just me interviewing myself, but then as the years progress, it'll become more and more interesting. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm sorry that it was really long, but I do hope you enjoyed. I put some thought into each of the answers, so I hope you learned something about me today. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already and you're new. I love you guys. I'll catch you all later. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you around. Peace.